In this video, we're going to be reviewing the FreeSky Alaska. It's a dual battery, full suspension mountain e-bike. Let's check it out. Hey, this is Nelson. Welcome back to the E-RYDERS channel. Want to give a shout out to FreeSky for sending us out the Alaska for testing and review. This is what the box looks like when it comes in. Watch out when you're lifting up the top flap. It's got some staples, so if you got gloves, go ahead and put those on just in case. All right, looking inside the box, you got some styrofoam blocks and some styrofoam sheets, so they got it pretty well protected there. Inside, we also have a small box. Inside that box, there's some accessories and some tools. All right, the first item is a nice little carbon fiber style pouch that has some tools and the manual. We got some pedals, and we have a quick release skewer for the front axle. And this box has a charger in it, and is a 3 amp fast charger. All right, in this box we have a nice, thick, heavy-duty combination lock. Very nice. We got another box, and looks like another charger. So you're getting 2 chargers. This one looks a little different, but this one looks like side by side. So 2 chargers for the 2 batteries. Being 2 batteries, this bike is a little heavy. It's going to be about 114 pounds, but it's not that difficult to get out of the box. Now, taking off all the styrofoam sheets, it's going to take a few moments, but movie magic. We'll just snap the fingers. There we go. Alright, not much to put together. It's already 85-95% put together already. So first thing we're going to do is remove the handlebar bracket. It's only 4 screws holding it on. Alright, just line up your handlebars and then put that bracket right back on. And you can tighten it up or keep it a little loose, and at least until you get the front tire on. Remove that spacer that's keeping the forks in place, and don't forget that little spacer in between the hydraulic brake pads. Line up your forks right on top of the axle there. Alright, and then go ahead and put your axle skewer quick release through there and tighten it up. And don't forget to also put on your headlight and your fender. It's only being held down by 1 screw at the very top of the bridge between the forks. And then you have your rear fender, which just connects to the seat post. There's a couple ways you can arrange the thing. We have it pretty much angled upward just like that. I think it looks a lot better. Look at that little glitter on the paint job there. Now for the pedals, of course on the right hand side it's counterclockwise, and on the left hand side it's counterclockwise, but on the right side it's clockwise. Now before you definitely go out and ride, make sure you got the correct air pressure. Alright, testing the bike. Turning it on, you can see it's booting up on the screen there. Nice color screen. Hit the information button, cycle through trip, odometer, max speed, and average speed. Alright. Then hit the plus and minus to go up and down the pedal assist levels. So you have 5 levels of pedal assist. Pretty cool. Another cool feature that this bike has is cruise control. And for cruise control, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is hold down the throttle for about, I don't know, 6-7 seconds or so, maybe 8. And you'll see an icon pop up on the screen. And once the icon pops up, you get cruise controls enabled, and you don't even have to hold the throttle anymore. Now, of course, if you want to disengage the cruise control, you just press the brake lever, and it'll shut that down and go back to normal. All right, so checking out the Alaska. Obviously, the one thing that stands out is the 2 batteries. You have dual 48-volt batteries that total about 32 amps. And you have a top-loading battery. And the top-loading battery does have a battery indicator. And there's a little charging port. And the bottom is bottom loading. It kind of drops down. Here we have the rear shock. Look at all the linkage there. This is a very comfortable ride. Being off-road, you're going to need that. And then we have some dual guards on that chain right there to keep the chain on track. And move on to the back. You got the Shimano Tourney derailleur system. So you need a brand name. You got your cassette, and you also have a 1,000 watt Bafang motor. And you have a quick release seat post, the rear fender. You got some CST BFT 26x4 fat tires. You got a 4 piston hydraulic caliper with some 180 millimeter rotors. Moving on up to the handlebars, you got some really nice rubber ergonomic grips that clamp so it keeps it from spinning. You got your hydraulic lever, and you have your thumb throttle, very responsive. And you have your controls for your, again, color display in the center. And off to the right, you have your 7-speed thumb shifter. Also, right in front of you, you also have your preload and lockout for your suspension, front suspension, and it does have those dual crown forks. It's your nice headlight. I love those big headlights. Moving on down to the front, you got your front disc rotor and the caliper. And also, like I said, it's a quick release front tire as well. Yeah, nice big beefy tires. Now this bike does have a 300-pound payload capacity, so it's great for big riders or riders that just want to maybe tow a trailer. And it's also recommended for sizes 5'6" to 6'5". Now during our speed test, we got a limited 20 miles an hour on the throttle, which is pretty standard because of the regulations and certain laws in the states. We did get up to 35 miles an hour on pedal assist though, which is pretty fast. Now with 2 batteries, you can get about 100 miles in range on pedal assist or a little bit more. We took it off-road on small hills, and we even took it up very long incline hills. This is probably the longest hill we have in the neighborhood. Now it did handle it pretty easy with a big controller, and the torque, you're going to handle most hills with no problem whatsoever. Now with the suspension, front and rear, being such a heavy bike at about 114 pounds, the suspension was really smooth, which was quite surprising being so heavy again. As you can see the suspension, the front forks and the rear putting in some work, hitting those bumps. You definitely take this off-road. So overall, this bike has everything you need. It checks all the boxes. Real nice, stable front fork with the dual crown forks. You got your hydraulic brakes, the dual battery long range. Yeah, this bike has a lot of great features. But what they did do is upgrade the bike also to a pro version on the website, giving you a bigger battery, 38 amps, also a 1200 watt motor, and a 38 amp controller, giving you about 120 newton meters of torque. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link down below in the description if you want to check out the Alaska. And again, if you like e-bikes like we do, hit the like button and subscribe, and stay up to date on any future videos that we might upload. Again, my name is Nelson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.